We be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Brand new podcast, chopping it up. You can get you some game or you can get you a cut. We speaking all kind of topics from rich to poor. All negative vibes.
What's up? Hey, man, y'all are tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast. And, man, on today, I got a special guest. So y'all might as well kick your feet up, grab your popcorn, your Twizzlers, whatever you want to eat on and drink on. And stay tuned, man, because look here. I got the man himself, the magic man, I call him, the man with the clippers, the man with business, the man with everything you need to know about barbering. Hey, I'm going to step aside. And I'm going to introduce to y'all none other than my boy from Level Up Cuts in 2 locations, might I add. Y'all thought y'all had him. Mr. Julio the Barber.
Thank you.
Talk to him, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you having me, bro.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
know
sir.
we've been trying to get this done for a minute now. But,
Oh, yeah, yo. You know we going to get it done, man. I know we were playing phone tag a little bit. You're a busy man. I'm a busy man, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
know you got a family. I got a family.
Yes,
you know
sir.
how
Yes,
it go.
Yes, sir.
But on today, man, I just want you to introduce yourself to the people and let them know who you are for those that might not even know you.
All right, right. Well, my name is Julio Ocho. Mostly everybody knows me by Ocho. And I'm originally born and raised in Dallas. I moved down to Hearn when I was a little bit younger, around 9. So I've been in the area for a long time now, man. I was raised in Hearn, but moved to Bryan. So, I mean, I've been here for a long time, man. And Bryan is where I actually this is where it all started, man, when I started, you know what I'm saying, getting the idea of doing barbering. You know, I used to go to you guys and get haircuts from all y'all guys, man.
Yeah, but we didn't got old now, Julio, man. We didn't got old, man. I remember when y'all used to come in Absolute, man. You ain't even have no gray. You ain't have no face hair then, man. You had a little pub. That boy was young Julio then, y'all. He was young Julio then.
The 2 on top and the ball fade on the side. Now I got curls and.
Yeah, man, you know, as you get older, man, you know, you see the change in your life, man, and I want you to tell the people, like, how you got started, what influenced you into going into cutting hair, like, because I know you said that you got in trouble and things of that nature, so, just let them know.
We know the barbering thing, you know, the influence actually came from you guys when I first started, you know, we used to go to Absolute every week. Me and my brother.
Yeah.
Early 5 in the morning. As soon as my brother would get off Sanderson Farms, man, he'd come scoop me up, and he'd be like, "Look, we got to get over here to Absolute. They about to open up at 6 a.m. Man, we used to pull up to you boys, man, and you guys used to have a long line waiting outside, man. So, I remember the atmosphere you guys provided for everybody. It was like, bro, we get in there, we be chopping it up, laughing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody was it was just good conversation.
Yeah, that's, but that's just part of it, man. And I'm quite sure you've taken that approach with your shops. 2 locations, I may add. Y'all thought y'all had them, huh? But again, man, with that being said, it's just you want to have that vibe in your shop. And I'm quite sure you have that in both of yours, or you try to create that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
you guys provided a vibe every time we was in there. It was never a dull moment.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it started there, man. But like the real, like when I really got into cutting hair, was when I went to the penitentiary, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just in and out the jail a lot, and I was getting into trouble, man. And back in the day, I don't know what it was, man. I was just really into the street life and the dope boy lifestyle. And man, it landed me in prison for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I'm actually glad it happened, bro, because you have so much time to think. You know what I'm saying? You have so much time to think on a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And start, and when I went to go do my time, I was like, okay, man, like, I've been in and out of jail, on probation, in and out of county too many times, and now I'm doing time with the big boys. So it's like, okay, like I told you earlier, same bullshit, same result. And I was just like, man, I just got to rearrange my lifestyle, man. I got to, my mentality on thinking and had to figure out how to find a legal hustle.
Yeah.
So, man, I got sent to a unit that actually had clippers on the unit, and this trustees to come around and cut hair.
Yeah.
But most times, in the penitentiary, man, these guys they don't really come to cut hair. They're just doing work because they're trustees. They have to put in work. So they would just come and more or less just chop it up with other gang members.
Yeah.
And so most times when this trustee would come around, he'd be busy chopping it up with his gang members to know the side. I used to just ask him, "Hey, bro, let me get a hold of them Clippers. If you ain't doing them right now," and then he would spend a couple hours in there, man. So I'd go play with him and find someone to practice on.
Yeah.
And that's where it all got started.
Oh well,
You know what I'm
I know with being in the barber game, man, it something is nice in you, man. And then all it takes is somebody to like what you did to their hair.
Yeah.
And then it's like a growing like a domino
It's
effect.
a life-changing experience.
Then
man.
you start liking that, and you start, something in you triggers you to say, hey man, I want to try this. I want to really be good at this.
Yeah.
But in the effect of what happened with you was being in the penitentiary and being able to learn, just give it a try. And then now being out and moving forward in your life, now you've gained so much, man.
Yeah.
And God really been good to you because man,
man.
you don't even look like you've been no penitentiary, boy. That boy look real for what they call it, sophisticated. No, real dabbing now.
I get that a lot, man.
Yeah,
I get that
man.
a lot. Especially when someone new sits in my chair and we're just having a good conversation. And they're always
Yeah.
like, I always get that question. So how'd you get into barbering?
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, man, it penitentiary.
Yeah, cause you don't even look like you like been in no trouble. Like you just been living.
Man.
I'll tell you,
Man,
boy.
I can sit here and tell you some stories, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and tell you some stories. You'll be like, no way, that was you, man.
Yeah.
It's but I'm just glad I made it to where God gave me the opportunity to still be here, man, and finally reach an age to where I was able to tell myself, hey, it's time to mature. It's time to stop being immature. Start getting my priorities lined up right and shit. So I think the penitentiary was my whole turning point for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? When I finally did the time and I was like, I can't afford to do this no more. Like my family, my wife's back home, my ex-wife at the time, sorry. We had just had a baby, and so she was at home figuring it out on her own without my help, and that was tough, bro.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
can
I'm saying?
imagine
There
that,
were
man.
long nights we had conversations and she'd be crying, and man, I don't know how we're gonna figure out to pay this, pay that, and it's just a real fucked up ass feeling, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but
I know. When you have a responsibility, sometimes, man, you're not able to help. It's just like having a sick kid that's sick, and then they're in the hospital, and you can't do nothing because you're not a doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
So
Yes.
it kind of leaves you like numb and helpless. Like you like, man,
right.
I can't do nothing for my kid, and they sick. So I can get that feeling, and I can understand where you coming from with that path. But man, now being married and how many kids you have now with your
I have
wife?
3. Well, man, I have 3 kids from 3 different,
Yeah,
3 baby
yeah.
mamas, man.
But I'm talking about with your wife now.
We have a 4-year-old together.
Yeah, your little girl, right?
My little girl.
Man,
When I
that
thought I
girl
was
there.
I thought I was done having kids, man.
Hey,
she
man.
came along at 36,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, oh my god.
Well, Julio, I'm 47 with a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Oh man. See, but one thing I love, man, she keeps me on my feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I be slouching, getting lazy, man. But these kids at a young age, they keep me going.
And you got a daughter, boy. You man.
2 of them.
Yeah, buddy.
My 13-year-old right now, she dating and everything. And
Man, how does that feel? Like,
Well, it kills me. She just had her first heartbreak 2 weeks ago. The dude
Ooh.
left her for another little girl, and I was like, man, this is what I've been trying to tell you this whole time, man. Like, but I'm hard headed. My mom, nobody could ever give me advice. Nobody give me advice. I always had to find out the hard way. So
yeah, well,
I hate it because I got to sit back and just watch her go through it. You know what I'm saying? She called me crying, and it's like.
But the good thing is, though, Julio, I'm gonna say this, man. The good thing is that you're there.
Oh yes.
So that that's the best feeling ever. Even though you can't do nothing, and even though you want to,
Right.
but the main thing now is that you're there.
No, I'm glad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
because
right,
that
bro.
means a whole lot.
Yes, because when she was born, like I said, I was in the penitentiary, so I wasn't around much in her younger ages. You know what I'm saying? She was a baby. I really didn't get to hold her and nothing like that, man.
Yeah.
So,
Man, that's good knowledge, man. That's good stuff, man. Because a lot of people that go into to the penitentiary or have families and kids, a lot of times we don't see we see the person going through what they go through, but we don't know how they feel inside because we don't know what they got back home.
Oh right.
You see what I'm saying?
Man.
So that that's a tough.
Yeah,
that's
around
tough.
them times you gotta focus on what's going on in that type of environment.
Yeah.
Watching your back at all times, and then on top of that, mentally you're like, I'm back at home thinking about what my wife and my kid going through and everything they're struggling with. You know what I mean? So it's tough, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that I love to do when get out here and chop it up with you. Like we were talking about earlier, because I want to see guys like us that have been down the wrong path. I want to see them be influenced by the type of things that I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And hopefully they can reach a point in their life where they're like, man, if that dude can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the vibe but you're setting it, man. Sometimes a lot we have to look at. We don't have to explain a lot. We just show them, because just like you got people that got good stuff to say about you. You got some that say got some bad shit to say.
I really want
you know
people
what
like
I'm
us to get, it's because I feel like they have it harder than most people, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
For those that have been blessed, their mom and dad's made a way for them to open up a path of, education and opportunities for them, and that's cool, but, like the ones that really were born with nothing, didn't really have nothing, like I'm saying, I didn't really have any positive influence around me, you know what I'm saying? My uncles were all dope boys. Yeah. That was my mindset, because I used to see these boys have the cars and the houses and all that, so I'm like, I wanted to be like them.
Well, they say you're a product of your environment.
Right.
So
exactly.
Unless you change it, you know.
And see, there was really no positive. Like when I went to the penitentiary, I one thing I realized was like, look, man, I gotta learn to break a curse, a generational curse, because like not too many business owners in my family. Yeah. Most of them are dope boys or drug users. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wanted to break that curse, man. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like I've been down that road too. You know what I mean? Yeah. I hit a stage in my life where I finally told myself like, man, I gotta make a change. Yeah. And I gotta provide. I gotta set a good image, be a positive influence for other people that have been down my road, because shit, man, I've seen people give up. Yeah. People get out of jail, and I've seen them boys go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? I've seen these boys get out of jail, try to make a change, and then get right back into the streets, man, and something bad happened. You know what I mean?
As y'all notice, Julio just gave you some knowledge, gave you a nugget. And for those that didn't hear what he said that he had to break the generational curse. So I can tell with him saying that he's a spiritual man and he believes in God. Because people that believe in God, they talk like that. People that don't, they don't talk like that. So he believes in God because he knows that it has to be broken. And we know, a lot of people don't really understand, Julio, that God plays a major factor in our life. It sucks that we don't get it till we get older, right, but the main thing is that we get it, and that we're able to help others. Mm-hmm. But like you said, the main thing that your goal is, and I know y'all heard him say this also, that he want to help people that when he went in that path, that people that's going in the same path just as him. At the end of the day, we all know that there's always better for us out here. And we want to help people, but a lot of times, I can say this, me being a businessman, a lot of times I'm just tired of being used and tired of being stepped on in the wrong manner. Right. So it makes you not want to do it. Right. But you got to look past the personal stuff, the personal jabs, the personal stuff people do to you.
Yeah, you feel like you're being used as a stepping stone, man. But, hey, man, if you pave the way and open up an opportunity to make someone better, then, hey, man, so be it.
Yeah, this is how you look at it.
Stone for them, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, it was like that when I first opened up my first business. A lot of people came, and I would put them on game and teach them how to do some good fades, and, then boom. They'd figure out they want to go somewhere else, and it's like, it's cool, man. Like, whatever, if it makes you a better person, you know what I'm saying? Because most barbers, they got to figure out what their path in life is going to be, what they're going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing, bro. Like, it's I know sometimes you feel like it's a messed up thing. People use you for that.
Oh yeah, but but that's a part where I had to go to God about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I had to, man. I was like,
but you did your part, man.
Yeah,
you did your part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had to go to God, man. I was like, man, look here, cause I ain't to be played with. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, no, but again, I had to be reminded why am I in this? You know, because I'm in it to cut hair and to be a businessman and to make money and this, that, and the third. But you know, my main goal is to do what you said you wanted to do too.
Yes, sir.
Help those that that had a similar path to me.
Yep.
If not that, but just giving out good game. You know, being positive about it. Because whether you believe it or not, man, you are a staple in this community.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
got people that look at you, man,
Yes, sir.
and they look up to you. They might not come and tell you to your face.
Right.
They ain't gonna come say, "Hey, man,
Yeah,
Julio, man, I
right.
love you,
Yeah,
man,
right.
for what you doing for these kids and what you." Because I'm quite sure you give back to in this community just
Oh,
like
yes, sir.
like I do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
But a lot of people, it goes unnoticed and unmerited sometimes because you ain't they ain't giving you the Daniel Stark check. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Nothing against Daniel Stark, but they not giving you the Daniel Stark check.
It's
you know,
like you say, man, we're not giving our flowers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as role models and as good people and being in the position that we are in life, and God has placed us in a good position in life, regardless, I always feel like regardless who watches me or who doesn't follow me or who doesn't really take me as as an influence or an example and apply it to whatever they're going through, I know someone's out there watching, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not too many people, I'm pretty sure not too many people come and tell me, oh, hey, Julio, hey, Ocho, I'm watching you, I check you out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But I just, regardless of what, man, I always try to keep positive because I know there's always someone watching.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that someone will be influenced. From
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm-
they
from what I'm
are.
doing and what I've been through. You know what I mean?
They are because you're an example, man. Like for what you've accomplished thus far, man, it's great milestone. It's great amongst not only the people that's watching you, the people that hate against you, the people that like you, the people that love you. It's great to have that because you are that example. No matter what they say, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't, like I say, man, a lot of people, they ain't going to come tell you that. They ain't, see, but at the end of the day, man, you have to know what you're doing is the right thing.
Yes, sir.
That's what kills all
Yes,
the naysayers. That kills all the riffraff. It kills all the talking down and all the hating because you already know you're confident in what you're doing.
Right.
You know, you started in this thing, and now you got one location. What inspired you to open up your own? Because I remember you was under Mike for a little while, right?
Yeah, I worked for Mike for a long time. Man, I mean, I had the opportunity to be there and learn everything. I learned a lot from Mike and everyone in that circle over there. And I just, man, bro, I'll be honest with you, I never did good for working for anybody else.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's
that's
just,
understandable.
And, you know, once I got into barbering and I started taking it more serious, and I was like, man, I'm actually going to succeed at this. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I was 30-something years old when I got out of prison. And when I told myself, look, I don't have that much time. I need to find a trade that I'm going to love, get into it, apply myself very hard, and accomplish from it. Because, man, I didn't grow up with no dad. I didn't have a man around to teach me how to be, do anything in trading, man. I'm not handy at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a father teach me to be handy, you know?
Yeah.
And so I didn't know anything about trades or anything. I didn't have anything under my belt that I could use as leverage to push myself forward and to try to make a career out of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I started doing the barbering thing and I came home from prison, I started barber school and I was like, okay, I got to take this serious.
Yeah.
I got to apply myself, and I told myself I couldn't fail at it.
Yeah.
I was like, you old, man. You too old
Yeah,
to be out here trying.
Can't do nothing else.
Yeah, man. Can't be out here trying to figure out what you're going to do in life. You done screwed off so many years in and out of jail, dog. Like, you 30-something years old. Like, it's time now. Like, get on the ball. And I man, like you said, bro, you know, God's been a big blessing because I think I've been out of prison, man, shoot, I got out 2013. And then what year we in? 2024, man.
Mm-hmm.
And just, man, that short amount of time, I was able to go get my license, get a clientele, open up my first and second location now, man. I feel like it's happened too fast for me because a lot of people have, you know what I'm saying, have gone so long to achieve what I've. I'm glad that it's happened so fast for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I came home, I was like, I got to figure something out, man. I'm in a hurry, like, you know what I'm saying? I got to make something happen, and man, I'm just grateful, man.
Yeah. So how did you come up with the name for your business, Level Up Cuts?
Man, Level Up Cuts actually belonged to a friend of mine that I used to work for before I went to go work for Mike. And shout out to my boy Ramsey. Ramsey taught me a lot more about the business. And I was actually the opportunity just landed in my hand. He already had the name for it. And, you know, these guys, they also own a couple chains around the town, 4.0 Cuts. And so, man, we used to talk all the time. And man, I ran into him one night at Norgate somewhere. I can't remember what it was, and he just, he just told me, "Hey, man, you never thought about being your own boss and just having your own shop?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's, I'm pretty sure like everybody's a barber. Everybody wants to have their own barbershop." And
Yeah.
so we just got to talking, man. He says, "I got this small location over there by Brian Hines. Like, I'm thinking about letting it go. Just wanted to see if you were, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you were open to trying to buy it from me." And I was like, "Let's just party tonight, man. We'll talk about it."
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So the day finally came. We sat down and man, I made him an offer, and then from there he said, "Look, I'm gonna help you open it. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna guide you. I'm gonna teach you everything." Like the man taught me a lot about the business side. The LLCs, everything.
Yeah.
Taught me how to operate a business on top of everything Mike and them had showed me also. You know what I mean? I just took all that knowledge that I gained from everybody and just. I said, "Man, let's go." And the crazy part about it was we bought that shop in 2020 in the middle of COVID, like in the middle of the whole pandemic. You know what I mean? And people were like, "Dog, you sure you trying to buy a business like in the middle of the pandemic?" And I was like, "Bro, I mean, the opportunity popped up around this time.
Yeah.
So if I don't take it, eventually he might just go and sell it to somebody else."
Mm-hmm. So
I called him up. I said, "Man, I'm gonna jump on it, bro. Let's do it." And from there, man, it was all just trial and error, trying to figure out what worked for the business and what didn't. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, that's a dope name, man, because in this life, man, everybody's trying to level up. So it goes with this time. You know what I'm saying?
And that's one of the reasons why I bought it. And I kept the name. He told me the name and everything with it. And he was like, I told him, I like to level up because it symbolizes, leveling up.
But it fit you though, Julio.
It did. A lot
It
of people
fit.
told me that.
Look at that name fit you, bro.
I never saw that for myself until a lot of people were like, "Man, this shit level up." It's like, bro,
that's you all the
your
way.
Story. Yeah,
you couldn't did no other name.
Yeah, so man, I guess God just made it all fall into place, man.
Yeah. Well, y'all, I'm right here. We chopping it up. Me and my boy Julio, man. It's a pleasure to have him on this set, man. Great man of God, man. He's a faith man. But we're gonna dive into some more things, man. But we're gonna take a little break with our whistles a little bit, and we're gonna get back on it. So y'all stay tuned because you're tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast.
Sir.
We be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Brand new podcast, chopping it up. You can get you some game or you can get you a cut. We speaking all kind of topics from rich to poor. All negative vibes, get your ass out the door. We connecting with the people trying to get them some knowledge. Whether working 9 to 5 or trying to get into college. We talking business, religion, race, cops, sports, celebrity, health, ops, everything.
What's up, everybody? You're now tuned in back again to the Chopping Up podcast. Hey, man, right here, Elegant Cuts Barbershop, 2107 South College, man. I'm right here with my boy from Level Up Cuts. 2 locations, might I add. Y'all thought y'all had him, huh? But anyway, well, step aside, Julio, man. As I do with everybody, man, I'm a big sports fan. I heard through the grapevine that you are a big Cowboy fan. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's to be.
Boy, this is the wrong time to talk about sports.
Hey, man, I just gotta.
Man.
Is that true? You a Cowboy fan?
I'm born in Dallas, man.
Okay, so that's in your blood, then. You can't help it,
man. I can't even.
You got to wear the star.
Jump the bandwagon. And go
well, hey, man, if it's in you, it's just in you.
It's in me, bro. Hey, I try to stay loyal to them boys, man. But them boys, oh my God, man. But I don't know how many times I came near to having a stroke because of them boys, man.
Yeah, man. They
my
just
blood pressure up. I'm having to double dose my medication.
So what you think is the problem over there, man?
Everybody know that, Jerry.
Well, yeah, that is true. Well, Jerry, sorry. I tried. But yeah, man, that is
I try not to get too much into sports, man. I just think we spend most of our time just paying players and trying to build off of the draft, and I don't know, man. I just feel like if you throw the right money at the right players and put a good team together, it'd be a whole different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, man. I just believe they had to wait on Dak to get his contract together. That's what held up all the money. You can't go get somebody and then not have a quarterback. Yeah, you could have got Derrick Henry, but what if Dak would have asked for XYZ and you don't have to cover with the salary cap, then it's a problem.
No quarterback.
So you can't go with Lance and you can't go with Rush. So it was gonna be a tit for tat thing. It's back and forth, and they were hoping that Dak was gonna take a pay cut because he threw all of the interceptions, but he was owed the money.
Bro, this game right here was, oh my God, Sunday was.
Yeah, it's to that point, man. But I think the offense will play better if the defense play better. That's just my perception of it. I don't know, but I just think the offense will play a lot better because they're frustrated. It's hard to make up the amount of points for what the defense is allowing. So you and then you don't have a running back. You're wanting Dak to throw the ball that many times. And he was a 4th round draft pick, and now he's a starter. So I don't know, man. I'm.
At this point, they just paying that boy to entertain. That's it, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long that's gonna last with Jared, because Jared look like he just fed up with it.
Hopefully something changes soon, man. I don't know. I just been so frustrated. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. The last game against Detroit, I ain't even watch it.
Yeah.
I got so angry. I was like, man, you know what, man, I'm done. Time to end this.
I feel you on that, man. But
who you rocking with, the Steelers?
Man, I'm a Steelers fan, man. I've been a Steelers fan since '96, man.
Oh,
I ain't never changed.
And you from?
I'm
Right?
from Texas.
Oh,
I'm right from.
I never understood you boys that be going.
But I just couldn't rock with the Texas team because they was always doing stuff they didn't have no business. What broke me up, man, from rooting for Texas teams and professional sports, I remember when the Houston Astros, they had I think a right fielder, and they let the boy go to the Yankees, and the Yankees ended up winning the World Series, and I was like, man, why y'all had this guy on y'all team, and y'all gonna let this guy go to another team because you don't want to pay him? Man, I was done then. I was done. I was like, you know what? I can't root for no other Texas team ever in my life. So I don't even have a professional baseball. I'm a Celtics fan in the NBA. I don't have a favorite college team. I just root for sports all around. Just when I don't have a personal team, I just root for sports.
Yeah.
You know, I root for, but I do have a heart for all Texas teams, no matter whether it's college or professional, because I live in Texas. I do want to see them do well. But it's like they don't have the stuff to put it all together. They always make the mistakes.
And I feel you, man. Like, the Cowboys been doing bad. And, you know, I had a guy that I cut for so many years at A&M, and we became real good friends. And then he went to the Jets.
Uh-huh.
And so he's been over there, man, rocking and rolling, bro. So I become a big fan of just watching him.
Yeah.
Right? So, man, I started buying Jets gear and everything. I'm like, man, I ain't finna spend no more money over here with Jerry because, man, every year I spend hundreds of dollars in buying jerseys and all this, and I'm just mad at the end of the season. Anyway.
Man, they
so
say
like,
Jerry getting it, man, on that merchandise, man. They say that boy racking up, man, every year, man.
Man, you go in that stadium, bro, every floor has a pro shop.
Yeah.
Man, and people are in and out just buying jerseys.
Man, they say it's easy for that dude to do almost $1 billion in revenue sales for his merchandise a year, bro.
That's crazy.
That's how he bought the yacht and all this other
crazy.
stuff. Man, that dude, don't get me wrong. I know he hates that the team don't do well, but at the same time, though, Julio, he ain't hurting for nothing. No. Man, he almost doing $1 billion. $1 billion, dude.
That's how you paying that.
Man, man, he ain't missing out on nothing,
that's
man.
why he wasn't worried about giving up all that money, man.
Because he know the people gonna buy that. Anything with that star on it, they gonna buy it.
Oh yeah. You know, it's crazy you say that because I went to barber school in Houston. And so I drove back and forth to Houston every day because we didn't have a barber school here at the time, and all we had was the cosmetology, and I was like, nope, I ain't about to learn how to finna do, you know what I'm saying, color and hair and all this. And at that time, I wasn't open to that. But anyways, I would leave school every day. School would end at 5. I get on that highway and there's traffic already, and it was crazy, bro. Because while I'm sitting in traffic, I would see so many vehicles with bumper stickers on the back of nothing but Dallas Cowboy stuff, man.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, we in H-Town.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of Cowboy fans up here, man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It is, man.
When you go to other states, like my aunt and them, they're from Arizona. They live in Arizona, so they're nothing but big Cowboy fans that way. San Antonio, nothing but Cowboy fans. When you go down there, you just see people rocking.
I believe
rocking that star, man, like you said.
Yeah, I believe it, man. It's amazing, man, where you can go and because I remember one time LeBron James had a Dallas Cowboy shirt on the airplane. So, you know, that's when he was. I think that's when he was with Cleveland, I think, or either with Miami at that time. But you know, he was in the height of his career, and he said, "Yeah, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan." I was like, "Wow, man, you in Cleveland, you a Dallas Cowboy
team,
fan?"
Man. America's team.
Yeah, that's what they go by. They go by that lingo, the America's team.
Well, I mean, shoot, you got fans all over the states, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, guys, we're gonna shift the gears a little bit. We're gonna get off the Cowboys, and we're gonna let's talk a little bit about Julio. What are your future plans on going forward in not only just in business but in life? Like, do you have anything that you like to do other than what you're good at is cutting hair and
I really want to do a school, man. And the reason I say this, I know we're like, some people tell me that we're just a little oversaturated with barber schools here, but you know, about 2 years ago I went to Dallas and I went to work for a barber school over there while I was down there because I was going to buy a business down that way, but the whole deal went south. So I went to Dallas for a couple of months. I have a friend up there who owns a barber school, and I was working for him. And I would answer the phone for him a lot, and a lot of people would always call trying to ask for information on tuition.
Yeah.
And so, man, let's just say this: the reason I want to do a school is to help more of the lower class people that actually can't afford. Most of them can get out of, you know what I'm saying, can get out of that bad cycle if they go apply for FAFSA or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But then, you know, they're stuck in this long, you know what I'm saying, they have this long goal where they got to finish paying off the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, those loans and stuff, and which is cool. And you know, I was thinking like, you know, the going rate around here, I'm just guessing. I'm going rate around here. I think it's like maybe 10,000 or something for tuition for a license. You know what I mean? But I wanted to do a barber school where it was more affordable, and to also target more of the people, like I said earlier, like people that have been down my road, people that really come from a very poor family. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And for those type of people, those lower class people, for them to try to figure out, okay, how I'm going to get 10 G's to pay for barber school.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
That 10 G's don't really exist in that type of world, you know, especially for people living in projects, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they trying to figure out how they going to eat.
We lived in the projects. My mom had 2 jobs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I know what it is to struggle, you know what I'm saying? And my mom even though she worked and was getting by supporting us, it was not like my mom sat there and said, hey, I got 10 G's put up for you. What do you want to do?
I know it.
You know what I mean? So it's hard, you know, to come by money like that. So I was thinking I wanted to do a barber school soon and make it very affordable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, barber schools are getting a little ridiculous with prices now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody, man.
Yeah,
you know
I don't even know what the going rate is, you know, for barber school. Because I know when I went to barber school, I went to Texas Barber College in Houston.
Yeah,
and
them boys old school. They OGs in the game.
Yeah, I learned a lot, man, in there. But I think it was like 8,000 at that time.
Hey, you went through the FAFSA program and all that too they had? Because I tried to go through them too, and I remember, but I didn't want to set myself up for man. I think I was looking at maybe 18,000 or somewhere around there at the time.
Yeah. See, when I went, it was back in 90. I think I went back in 96, 97. Yeah. So it was like I think 7,000, 7,000 then.
You know how much I paid for mine?
How much?
$3,000. I found a barber school in Houston with this guy who was just opening up a barber school, and he was like, "I'm opening up." I was going to Franklin Institute in Houston first, but the problem with them was that I was driving, but they would only operate from like 8 to noon, then they shut down. and then you can come back at nighttime from 6 to 9. Or 5.
Yeah, it wasn't
so
all day.
I didn't want to be sitting up there all day just to get
back.
a good 8 hours in for the day.
Yeah, yeah.
And then have to drive back to Bryan.
Yeah.
So I ended up jumping ship, went over there to Houston Barber College, but at the time I think it was called Greenspoint, but now it's called Houston Barber College. And he had just opened up his first school.
Mm-hmm. That was in the Greenspoint area?
Greenspoint.
Man, it was gangsters over there. Man, I ain't.
Hey, man, let me
y'all.
tell you, my barber school was in a shopping center next to a strip club.
Say, man, I know. I heard about it.
Strip club, then it was my barber school, and it was like some Chinese people that made chicken wings, and bro, we was
yeah, there's gangsters. It was gangsters over there, man. You couldn't go down there, man.
When we were slow, my instructor was over there.
Yeah,
at the strip club, bro. But
man,
yeah, bro. But it was cheap. It was very cheap, and I was thinking, well, I'm gonna just buy me a little car. I had just got laid off from the oil field company I was working for. So I said, man, I'm gonna make this drive. $3,000 ain't bad.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna make it for $3,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I had my option here was I was looking at manual Teresa's. I think it was like 20,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, even with buying a little vehicle, driving back and forth all those little couple months, did my school full time, I think I still came way up under 19 G's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's high, man. Man, that's high.
School's it's high, man. So that's why I want to open up an opportunity for those who really can't afford it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very, very cheap, affordable. You know what I'm saying? Because I want guys like us to get up out that repetitive cycle. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, you know what I'm saying, they're young, picking up, street life and crime and all that, and thinking that's the way of life. And nah, man, I want these boys to learn that there is a way out. Sometimes it's because I've been there before, man, trying to figure out, hey, man, well, I'm going to go to barber school over here. Oh, they want 19,000. Man, I don't even think I got 19,000. But it's hard, man, you know what I'm saying, to wanting to do something in life but can't really afford to do something in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think that'll try to be my next move, man.
Yeah.
I don't think barbershops. I think we need no more barbershops in Bryan.
Yeah, man. I know a lot of people want to cut hair and like to cut hair, but I mean, but what your plan is to make a difference. It sounds like we're getting the school the way to actually benefit those that don't have the income to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But do have the desire. Because I know, Julio, I'm going to say this, man. Do you think, like, not having a father figure in your life or the guys that are young like us or maybe younger than us coming up and getting into the street life, would that contribute? You think that contributes to them spazzing out and doing all the crazy stuff that they do? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have a dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And right now, we're having so much trouble with my 14-year-old daughter because, me and my ex-wife, we divorced, but, she spazzes out because I'm not there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she has a stepdad, so that makes things worse for you because I had a stepdad at one time, and I hated it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hated it. I was rebellious. Even though he was trying to always be a cool, a positive influence in my life,
he just wasn't your dad.
You just neglect. Yeah. You feel so rebellious. It wasn't your dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's important to have a father figure, man.
Yeah.
Very important.
I
think
think
important to have guidance. Even if, you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't have positive role models in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my life would have turned out different if I would have, been involved in programs where nowadays we got a lot of programs. People that are always trying to be positive.
Yeah, it's a lot of resources out here.
Boys and girls clubs and stuff like that. Like, I love things like that because there's leadership there.
Yeah.
Me growing up, when I was young, we didn't have that many programs out there like that. You know what I'm saying? It was hard to find leadership.
Yeah, I think that's what you own to, man, is something that's unique, and it's beneficial for this area, because nowadays, bro, everything's about money. Give or take, it's about money, man. Nobody cares about the kid that ain't got the money. They just tell him to go get the money. Now, then you get mad when he go get it in the wrong way. Right. They're
utilizing what they know.
Yeah, so it's
what
like
they see.
Yeah, so. I mean? But what you're offering, man, and which is positive, which is a good deal, and I like that what you said, because nobody thinks about the one that don't have it, but the one that don't have it got skills too.
Yeah.
Just as the one that
talented.
Because it's easy for people to put money behind somebody believe in that shows glimpse of doing well with whatever talent that they have, whether it's singing, rapping, cutting hair, mopping the floor, no matter what it is.
And that's when talent like that goes to waste.
Yeah.
Being in the penitentiary, I saw so many talented people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just the way of life, the path that they lived, and the things that they went through that more or less caused them to make them bad choices. End up in
you're right.
Very talented people, man. You see good talent go to waste.
Yeah, I mean, it's noted. It's noted even when they do documentaries and stuff on TV with people that are locked up. You got people in there that draw, that do music. Yeah. And like you said, that they are talented. They are. They just made a mistake that cost them to be locked up. But don't mean that they're bad people. It don't mean that they don't have talent.
Right.
So, what you're saying has a lot of substance. It has a lot of meaning to it because you're looking at down the road of who can benefit with what I can bring to the table and how can I help them in the best way that I can. Because a lot of people ain't looking to take no L. Because, when you're doing that, you ain't going to get paid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't going to get paid. And ain't a lot of people gonna pat you on your back.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
They'll talk about you before they tell you did good. You know that just with living in coming out of what you came out of. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it only matters on what you think about yourself. Cause see, that's how I had to look at that too, like that. Man, these man got a dog, man. But
you gotta accept what comes with the territory, man.
Yeah.
It's like, you doing your podcast thing, and I think this is one of the most positive things you can do because we recording shows, you're bringing on people that have made changes in their life. And this is something I feel people should watch because you can jump on any of your shows and it's always someone on there who is a positive role model or someone who went through so much at a young age and made a big difference, a big change in their life. Yeah. Like this is what we need more of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because when I thought about doing this, I knew I had to get you. Because I remember you and your brother. Mm-hmm. I remember y'all, man. I ain't like them boys were gangsters, man. Yeah, when I say gangsters, I mean gangsters, y'all.
Man,
but
like
I knew
I got into that fight in there, man. Boy, Terry grabbed me, hit me up. He took me outside. He said, "Hey, man, this ain't the place to be fighting." And I was hot, bro. I remember because that dude that I had jumped on at the barbershop that day was this cat jumped on me one day when I was where was I? I was in the car somewhere. And this dude just came through the window and got me, bro. And I was just already mad at this dude. And what a coincidence, man. I couldn't get a haircut with you boys, and I see this guy in there. And I was a rascal, man. I didn't care. I didn't have no respect at that time. I was just immature. And I remember going off on the dude. And I remember Terry dragging me outside. He was like, "Hey, bro, this ain't the place to do it. But y'all got to go." Yeah. I was like, yeah, man. We were tough, bro.
Yeah, I remember that, man, like yesterday. But I'm so glad, man, that you've taken on this.
It's crazy. Years later, I'm sitting here with you, man. It's like I used to get a haircut from you boys.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm right here with you guys. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the barbering thing in the city and trying to put on for our own business.
Yeah, man. I look at our city. I don't look at just because you're across town and you're doing your thing. I look at our city as a whole. And our city is getting put on with the best of the best. Oh, yeah. It just depends on where you want to go get it at. Mm-hmm. It ain't bad that you come over here. It ain't bad that you go over there.
Just gotta find what fits you.
Yeah, it's the city. The city, the Bryan College Station area, man, I think we have the most talented talent in our city. It can't be compared because there are people, I know people that cut hair in H-Town and in Dallas, and they always say, "Man, I always got to come back to the country, man, to get the best haircut." Man, you ever heard that?
Yeah, all the time.
You see what I'm saying?
Bro,
So
I've had guys that graduate A&M, go to Houston, find a job in Houston, and like they come back to town all the time. Either they come to visit friends that are still in college, or a girlfriend that's still in college, and they still book appointments with me. And they tell me, "Hey, man, I just can't get that fade."
Yeah, man,
Houston,
the country cut.
Find that right barber that can get me right like
that's
you.
that country cut.
Yeah, man. I'm like, man, it makes me feel good. I'm like, boy, this dude drove all the way over here.
Yeah,
haircut, man. You know
I had the opportunity of cutting a few guys when the NFL Combine was getting ready to happen. I cut a few guys, man, that was working out for the Combine, but that had went to A&M, but also went to other schools such as Purdue, Wisconsin. They transferred away from A&M because they wasn't getting the playing time, but they knew that they were top-notch NFL material. And And they was like, man, I want to do this thing. Man, I was like, man, I don't want to be on no TV. I just want to cut your hair and take your money. Because I've never been a person to know.
Yeah.
You know, man, I'm old, man. I'm chilling, man. Y'all ain't got to do all this with me, man. Now, you can take a picture of your own haircut and put it on there, but you ain't got to put my name in none of this, no. Because if you ain't going to cut me no check when you leave here and you get on with this team, all this don't make no sense. You know, I don't... You know, that's what I was looking at. I was like, man, so you gonna cut me a check or what, man? Because my picture's worth man, come on now. But you know, it was just the fact that I don't want to be conceited on something that that I had no control of. Yeah. You know, I wasn't responsible for those guys' talent, for them playing the way they played. Yeah. Even though they went A&M, you know, pretty much wanted them to come, gave them scholarship to play, but they wouldn't. Of course, you know, when you're dealing with a school like that, they want the best of the best. So each year somebody else coming. And if you get hurt or injured or anything like that, man, you got to transfer. Yeah. So are you an A&M fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. We're doing pretty good right now too, man.
Yeah,
and I've been blessed to, you know what I'm saying, to have the opportunities, you know what I'm saying, to just meet a bunch of kids out there, a couple coaches out there right now too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go out there, sometimes they'll just come to my shop early in the morning, and I remember I used to see Mike and him doing all that, and I was like, man. And then one day, one coach came to me over there, and then ever since then, he stuck with me. He left, came back, and then I had Mike Clemens and all that, man. So like bit by bit, you know, they put the word out, send me people. So I was like, man, it's a blessing to be, you know, doing this kind of thing.
Yeah,
because I never thought I'd see myself doing this as a barber, like cutting. You know, them boys out there at A&M, man.
Hey, man, but
different experience
when you're good at what you do, Julio, man, and you're the best at it to do it the way you do it.
Yes, sir.
Because can't nobody do it the way you do it.
Right on.
So guess what? They got to come back. Yep. Hey, man, hey, if you're hating out there on my boy, stop. I'm telling all y'all, stop it. That don't make no sense. Y'all got me.
The hate is good.
Yeah, you know.
That's what makes me push forward. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you got to. You got to. Well, y'all, it's about that time again. We're going to take us a small break. Going to wet our whistles again so we can talk a little more. But stay tuned because you're tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast.
Chopping it up.
We be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AZ the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Brand new podcast, chopping it up. You can get you some game or you can get you a cut. We speaking all kind of topics from rich to poor. All negative vibes. Get your ass out the door.
Yo. We back again, and you're tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast. I'm here with my special guest, man. None other than the man himself, the magic man with the clippers, I call him, from Level Up Cuts with 2 locations, might I add. Now, don't forget now. 2 locations. So we're just sitting here chopping it up, you know, talking about his life, what he's been through, how he's a positive role model to in his business, not only in his business, but with his family. And talk about your family, man. So how long you been married, bro?
Ooh, boy, you going to give me a kid on this podcast.
Well, my bad. Sorry.
My wife gets on to me about this all the time.
Yeah.
We've been married 5 years.
5 years.
Don't kill me if I'm lying, babe. I'm pretty
sure.
Yeah,
don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Because we need him around.
Yeah. 5 years, man. And you know, I love that, man. My wife, she's in the hair business with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's the reason why we went into this in the middle of COVID. You know what I mean? She was working somewhere else. I was working Gold Star University. And you know, when we decided we were going to do this, I sort of thought I was going into it by myself, and she said, "Hey, man, if you're trying to get this business going, then I'll go help. I'll put in a 2 weeks notice where I'm at, and I'll go with you."
Yeah, that's player,
you know
man.
Give me a little room in the back, and I'll do the girls back there. And
man, you got your ride or die, bro.
She came with me, bro.
Yeah, that means something.
Oh yeah, she been through it.
Yeah,
she been there with me, bro. When everybody was telling us that we were crazy for buying a business in the middle of pandemic, you know, I mean, it's the doubt sort of almost made us not, you know what I'm saying, get involved with buying the business at first.
Yeah.
It was hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Then but we felt confident enough that we had put in so many years and had very loyal clients that were going to come with us. And, man, I actually was
talking to my clients ahead of time. It was and getting their advice on, hey man, I'm thinking about finna leave, and would you? I'm with you, man. Yeah. If you going, I'm going.
Yeah. You know that's player though, bro. That's player. That's player.
Loyal customers.
Man, that's awesome to hear because, you know, sometimes you need a woman like you have, you know, to support what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's hard. No, you know you could do it, but that support assures you that, man, that I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm the face of the business.
Yeah.
Everybody, anything else in the background, the behind closed doors, that's her, man. That's her. That runs all the. That woman runs everything from marketing to payroll to. Bro, I'm just there to fix things when they break and cut hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's an easy job, man.
Yeah. But it's frustrating at times. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like, man, I want to go home, bro. I feel like fixing it. But, man, she's been a blessing, bro. Yeah. She's been and I don't tell her that, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them old schools. I'm hard at being open, expressing feelings and stuff. But, I never tell her, but I always try to, from time to time, I always try to remind her how blessed I am, you know what I'm saying, to have had her in my back when I decided to make that. I was glad to have her in my corner when I made that decision to go over there and take over that business. Cause she dropped everything she had and, you know what I'm saying, ran over there with me to get Level Up started. Mm-hmm. And when we first started, it was just me and her in there. Yeah. And we didn't have nobody in there, no employees, no barbers.
Man, how did that make you feel though? Like, you know, to know that you, because I know when I started, it was rough. So, and not to see people come in the
scary,
door,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, 2020, like I was telling you earlier, was one of the toughest years ever. I just lost my mom, April. We took over Level Up. We opened it up August 2020. We had just had the baby. Yeah. My mom had just passed away, and then the decision to buy the business, it was crazy, man. I didn't know, and we didn't know we were gonna succeed. Like, but you know, one thing we sat down and I told her, she you know, because she was being doubtful about it. She was like, "What if we fail?" And I was like, "Look, babe, I've been in and out of jail. I've been in and out of prison all my life. I've always had to start over. That's one thing I had to learn. Yeah. How to start over with nothing." Mm-hmm. I said, if we lose this business and it don't work out, well, at least we just take it as a learning experience. We'll learn from it, and we'll figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm going to figure it out. And so, you know, the pandemic was tough, too, on top of that, man, because, you know, the cops, the law was coming around shutting everything down, remember? Yeah. We couldn't even have barbershops open. Yeah. And we were cutting hair inside of mics, and we even got caught one day. The laws came, and, hey, man, they called us, told us y'all cutting hair in here. And, you know, Mike was a real G. Cause he took a fine that day. I think they wrote him a citation for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know him being a good dude, bro. He was in there just letting us cut, trying to make our money. Cause man, we still have bills out here.
Yeah, you still got bills.
You know what I'm saying? And they were cutting us off from cutting hair.
Yeah, cause you know when you're young and you're starting out, you don't have a lot of money saved up in this business. So and then when COVID hit, man.
Then I went home, man. We had to shut it down after the cops came. Yeah. So then, man, it was scary because I was like, bro, I don't even know what to do now. And then, man, I started getting all these emails and text messages from customers. And we're like, hey, man, you ain't cutting. Yeah. I was like, bro, they done shut us down. You ain't cutting at home? Yeah. I said, hey, man, I'll cut at home, man. But it got us through. You know what I'm saying? It got us through. And then taking over the shop. And it was a slow start, bro. Yeah. It was a very slow start. It was, you know, having to figure out how we're going to get this business off the ground and get it going. And of course, I was taking all my knowledge that I gained from everyone and just applying it to the business and marketing ourselves and just pushing, man. Even though doing the old school routes, being out there handing out flyers. Yeah. Any which way we could do it, we was there. Marketing on social media and everything. Yeah. And, man, things got better for us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know it has because now you got 2 locations. What's the address to the first location?
First address, my first location, that was 1770 Briarcrest Drive.
Okay, and so y'all hear that. Now that the man just told you his location. So don't hesitate to patronize the business. What's the second location? If you can't get over there, check this out. Listen to him.
Got a second location for you. We're over in front of the gas station, HEB on Villa Maria. The address is 724 East Villa Maria. We're in Suite 300.
So we got plenty of barbers.
Yeah.
Take care of y'all, man.
Yeah. The man is doing it, man. I don't care. Y'all can look at his curly hair and get jealous all you want. It don't matter. Hey, man. But at the end of the day, hey, the man doing his thing, man. You gotta give props to give man flowers what flowers is due. Man, I commend you, Julio, for the turnaround. I commend you, man, for being a family man, for loving the people that you corral with, the people even your coworkers, even your wife. You know that it takes something, man, to vibe with people like that.
Man, because you know I've been around you guys since I was a kid, just being in and out the barbershops a lot, just seeing you guys, like you guys were the first influence that I had. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
First influence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we didn't do everything right though.
No,
we
man,
ain't do everything right.
Man, it's just the atmosphere.
Yeah,
y'all made work look fun.
Yeah, it did. It was.
Know
now
we
had fun.
Now I'll be on my feet all day, and these dogs be dying at the end of the day, bro. But at the end of the day, I had a good conversation with a customer.
Yeah.
Or we just had laughs and we kicked it. You know, sometimes I pick on my barbers at the shop. You know what I'm saying? If I get bored and it's just laughing all day, bro. And it just takes me back to the days that I remember we used to be absolute image with you boys, and it was just laughing all day, bro.
Yeah, I didn't realize this though, Julio. I didn't know a lot of the guys that I cut with at Absolute was in content mastery, so that's what made it fun.
For real?
Yeah, they was in content mastery, man. I didn't even know that. So a lot of their understanding wasn't there. So you would ask them a question, and you would be like, "Hey, man, that's not the correct answer," but at the end of the day, that was their correct answer. So they wasn't really that. Their levels didn't go all the way up. Now I ain't gonna mention no names. But y'all know who y'all are, because that the internet don't lie when it comes to your graduation stuff and what you did and what school you was in. You know what I'm saying? But that's what made it fun, to be honest, man. Because when you don't have too many people that know a lot of things, but they try. You know, because a lot of people try to fit in and be something. And you know this by being a business owner. When people come in, when you get a new barber in or something, they'll try to fit their life around yours like they're you when they're nowhere near you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to tell them, hey man, you have to find your own niche in this. Oh, yeah. You can't be like me. Now you pattern your cuts around like I do, but trying to live your life and try to be like me, talk like me, and walk like me, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you ain't walk these shoes.
Unless you did it a different way, like they did, like you did, then it has no point. Let's say that. Because you have to be genuine within yourself and accept that which, whatever level you're on to prosper. Oh yeah. And it's not hard, but it takes a little work.
It does.
Because you didn't get this overnight. You had to go through a lot of things, man. You lost your mom, bro. Like you lost people that you love. So that within itself hits home. It hits hard. And then for you to really focus and transpire to the things that were in front of you, and then make that work, man. That's good stuff, man. Because a lot of people, like you say, give up when they get out of that place, man. They give up when stuff don't work. They give up. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I remember when I went and took my barber test. I didn't ace it the first time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, and it was pen and paper. They didn't do no internet stuff. No, man, we had to do it. They gave us a Scantron with the paper.
Shake color.
Yeah, man, you had to color the bubble in.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. So but that was back. You talking about 96, 97. So that's and then you was only one place you go. That was Austin downtown.
To test.
That's the only place they had. You couldn't get online and say, man, what can I go take my barber test
at? I drove to
at?
Houston.
See what I'm saying?
My test there.
See, we ain't had all that back then. Man, you could only go to Austin. Then once you did that, you passed your test. Then they gonna send you a letter in the mail because they ain't emailing. No, you getting a letter in the mail say, hey, you can call and schedule your practical. That's how they did it, bro. Man, you talking about a slow process.
And now they get to do it in front of a camera on a Zoom meeting now.
Man, they didn't do none of that when I was going.
Crazy,
so but again, we didn't have to do perm rodding and coloring and all that. We ain't had to do all that.
Bro, and now they done combined it all together now.
Yeah, they did all that.
I'm glad I got my license when I got it.
Yeah, they doing all that
it's
now.
It's a lot of work now, and then within 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
Man, where them 1,000 hours at when I needed them back in the day?
Man, they make it
$1,500 program. Huh?
I think they doing that, man, because people don't want to work. So they have to dumb it down. They have to, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's crazy. I see a lot of cats come into this barber school thing, get their license, and really
They don't utilize it.
don't use it, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy because, man, it's crazy. Here's the issue, man. A lot of cats think that they see barbers making a good life, a good living, off of it as a career, but they don't understand the hustle behind it and the consistency and the motivation you got to keep at all time, man. The hard work you got to put in to gaining your clients. And
it's the time for me, man. Because the time that I spend in this, man, that I've given to this, man, it don't even. It's just like I heard LeBron James said this when his son was playing in the league. They asked him. He said, "Man, all the time I gave to this league, that I missed with my son, games, his parties, his graduations, his achievements in life, man, to see his son make it that far,
play with him,
it's kind of bittersweet, because he missed out on Bronny's stuff, So that's kind of like, it's just like the sacrifice with what y'all are doing, or what anybody's doing in this, man. Nobody sees the time that you're away from your kids and away from your wife.
Cool, man. I was just thinking about this yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about this yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I hope one day my child, she understands, because now that I'm older, it took for me to become an adult to understand why my mom couldn't be at them baseball games sometimes.
Yeah.
Or, she was out working 2 jobs and stuff like that. But you as a kid, you don't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're all mad at your parents. Oh, you weren't there to my game. But, it's like you say, man, it's the sacrifice you have to put in.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what you're doing, because at the end of the day, it's for your family. It's for you're sowing into your family's life, your kids. You're making a better way, not only for yourself, but also for them.
Oh, yes,
and mainly for them.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir, yeah.
So that man, that's beneficial. It's not artificial, like I always tell people, man. It's beneficial, not artificial. You always got to stay on your grind, all your hustle, stay on your pivot. You always got to be moving. Like you know what you're doing, even though sometimes we don't even know what we're doing, but we study moving. We study, we're study trying to figure this thing out, this thing called life, because nobody has it down pat.
Oh, right.
Nobody has it down pat. You couldn't have
said it better, bro. You couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, man. So I realize, man, Julio, we're living in a time now, man, where we have to look out for one another. And I know we don't talk every day. We might see something that we like on Instagram or something, and share each other's stuff, or like each other pictures, but it's just good to know that that we're in the same field, but we got like minds, to get to reach the people.
Oh, yes, sir.
Because just our profession alone in barbering brings us to an agreement. Even though we may not cut in the same shop, but we agree to know that, hey man, I'm for you.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't against you. I'm for you.
That
you know what I'm saying?
There, man.
Yeah.
I'm always, my boy AC needs something, I'll do it. If you ever ask me to come do something, an event or something, I'm there.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Just that respect we all have as barbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And likewise with me, man. I know I done got old. I still move, but I don't move fast. Because I'm 47 now, y'all. 47.
Moving faster than some of you youngsters out there.
Yeah, man. But that'd be that dope on them, though. That dope be having them. I seen one dude, that boy was on his phone like this here. I say, man, what's wrong with you? That boy said, what? I said, oh, nothing. I just got out of his way. That boy was out of there.
Look, man, we are blessed to be at our age.
Yeah.
Look, man, you just shut it down for the day. Right?
Yeah.
Now you're over here chasing your other goals with the podcast thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me, I'll be at my barbershop 7 a.m. in the morning. I get to see my barbers come to work and leave before me.
Yeah.
And then them boys be like, man, you ain't tired? I'm like, bro, listen, I love doing this. It's easy.
Yeah.
I done had hard labor jobs. I'd pick this career over any of them hard labor jobs I ever had, bro.
Yeah, but see,
I would be here 6 in the morning working in the AC and working in the heat during the wintertime, man.
But they don't know where you been. See, they don't know what you
man,
experienced. So you know how that go. They look at it. Anytime you beat them to work and you there late, Oh man, that's bad.
And they be trying to make fun of me. They try to pick on me. Old school. Hey, I be out doing all y'all, boy.
Yeah.
I do all y'all.
Yeah. They know the truth. They ain't got it.
I've been there for 6 a.m. to 9 o'clock at night most times, bro. I'm going hard.
I feel you, man. I feel you because, at the end of the day, everything's on you anyway because you're the owner. And a lot of people don't know what your overhead is and what you really have to pay out and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They look at it, the shop open, the lights on, the cable on, this, that, and the third.
They think you got money.
Yeah, they think, oh, man, you got it going on, man. Well, you got it. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know.
All the time. Ocho, what's up, man? You going to take us out to eat this weekend? Because every now and then I'll take him out to eat as a team and I'll pay for everything. That's just, me out of the goodness of my heart. And it's like, boy, hold up. I can't do this all the time, my boy. Like, you got us today? No, man.
Yeah.
Man, I can't even offer nobody. If I'm going to the store, I can't say, man, anybody want something? They quick to be like, oh, it's on you?
Yeah.
No, man. Y'all be thinking I got money like that, man. No.
Yeah, they lying to get by two or three items in. They like, it's on you. Oh, it's on you. Oh, bad. You know what I'm saying? So, I realize, man, in this day and time, man, where we at now, man, we're enjoying pretty much the fruits of our labor just as being laborers.
Oh, yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
because there was a point in my life, Julio, I ain't gonna lie, man, I ain't like working.
Yeah. We've
but,
all been there.
You know what I'm saying?
We've all been there.
But it was just kind of like a transitional thing that I was going through. And now, of course, I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have any goals or any aspirations. I was just kind of winging it.
Right.
Trying to find myself. This before I even became a barber. So, and then I was sitting at home one night, man, and I was working for Valmont. It's a lighting pole company in Brenham. Mm-hmm. And man, the barbershop thing came across the school. And they said, man, if you're looking for a new career and you tired of your old one, it was like a ghetto type.
Yeah.
Guess what caught my attention? I thought because back then when I was watching TV late like that, Straight from the Streets would come on the video stuff with D Solo. I don't know if you remember that, but
every Saturday.
Yeah, every Saturday.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, D Solo and they do a lot. At that time, it was Dreams, the nightclub. They was there in Houston at that time. He was doing some stuff over there, and that's when they had one of those commercials for the barber school, for the barber school that I went to. And man, I was like, man, I said, man, I'm gonna try Texas Barber College out, man. That seemed like that's dope. That seemed like that's right, the field that I'm looking for. So man, and then when I went and I called first, and it was a Hispanic guy that answered the phone. And that boy I thought it was a black dude. Man, when I got down there, he said, yeah, you was talking to me. I say, you talking to who? No, I'm from the country, bro. I don't. Yeah. Hey, man, I ain't never seen no man. He talk like a nigga, man. That boy had gold in mind. I was like, what? That boy had a south side with the hook, with the DJ screw hook. Hey, even back then. No, the fade was trash, but he still had it, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, that boy here, man, talk like a straight up. I couldn't tell the difference. I'm talking to a black dude. That boy said, yeah, man, you was talking to me. I said, talking to who? I looked at the other dude, Mr. Green. He said, yeah, you was talking to him. I'm like, man, y'all doing it big down here, man. Y'all fooled me.
all it took was that little
man. I was
like marketing strategy.
Yeah,
boy, got you.
Cause I was just trying to find something to do. Even though I was just chopping, chopping a little bit here and there. And I wasn't doing nothing major. I had one pair of clippers. Those some Walmart clippers. And they was adjustable. I faded with them, lined up with them. I did everything with them.
Man, no trimming.
I ain't had no comb guards or nothing. I ain't know how to use no scissors or nothing. I just did everything with the clip, one clip. But that was the gig back then.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
man, boy, barbering has evolved, hasn't it?
Yeah, man. Man. I look, man. Now they got all these gadgets and gadgets, man. I know Miss Boucher and them come. I know you familiar with Miss Boucher and them, and with the clippers and all that. With the man, they have stuff on there, man, that just wows me.
Bro, think about it. At the time when you started cutting hair versus now, how much one clipper costs?
Ah, man, I just bought some clippers for $250.
I got some for $300,
250, 280.
But you
and it's
always
like,
be selling stuff on
man,
there,
I'll get rid of my old stuff to make up for what I'm spending on the new stuff. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, man, I'm finna get rid of these clippers.
Man, I see you always got something that you getting rid of on there.
So
sometimes you be doing deals.
It's so addictive now, bro, because like there's so many clipper companies out there now, and like man, the clippers, like the everything has evolved, bro. Like they're more stronger, motors are more stronger, like more durable than everything what we were using back in the day. And it's like I'm like a kid when it comes to new clippers and stuff coming out, man. I want them, I'm gonna get them. Yeah. Then I try them out, and if I don't like them, I'll just sell them. You know what I mean?
No matter how old you get, man, you know that's always a desire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's always just a desire.
And my girl be like, man, just spend it, man. I mean, you're investing in your trade anyway.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
and you have to do that anyway.
Money back anyway.
Yeah. So that's
crazy how clippers are so expensive nowadays compared to back in the day, man. We corded clippers in $50.
Yeah. Yeah.
$50.
Well, with that being said, guys, now we want to allow Julio to, at this particular time, to give a shout out to to the people that he loved, and his social medias, all your platforms, anything that you want to add on to in this podcast that people don't know about Julio, as far as your business, your hours, with your locations, your social media groups, or anything, this is the time now, man, for you can explain to the people about Level Up Cuts.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, man. Well, as my boy told you earlier, we're located in 2 locations. We got one in front of Villa Maria. We're at 724 East Villa Maria there, and then I have my other location on Broadcrest at 1770 Broadcrest Drive. And man, I'm just grateful for you having me here, man.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm thankful for you bringing
me on. It's all love, baby. It's all love on my end.
It's all love. Letting me sit here and just get everybody, to let them know, just give me a follow, come see me. I'm at both locations at all times, so I'm back and forth. My schedule is a little crazy, but you can always book online with me. Follow my page for updates, and we do a lot of crazy things over here at Broadcrest. Like, I'm always doing giveaways. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just gave away tickets for the Mexican OT. So like, I'm always trying to figure out how to just to get back to the community, man. I'm always if it's tickets or free haircuts every year for the back to school event that we do, man, we're always giving school supplies, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have customer appreciation day, and we'll just cook something up and just be giving out food or whatever, man. And these are things that I see you do, man. As you've been as an owner, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
back to your business. So, I'm watching. Man.
I
always take, you know what I'm saying? And I see what you're doing, bro.
Yeah,
That's good stuff right there. So
it's all love, man. I haven't been tech savvy. It's just my better half that's sitting right there in that chair. She pushes me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So she pushes me because she know I'm old, But at the end of the day, she pushed me to do a lot of things that I probably wouldn't want to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is what I have to have in this tech savvy world. Because I ain't been tech savvy.
Yeah, we got to update, man.
Man, if I did that, I tell
ourselves.
This is what I said, man. The hell with that shit. I ain't doing that.
Bro, we got to keep up with. We got. You know what I'm saying? Man. We got to keep up with the times, man. Because I've seen old schools like us, bro. They refused. They refuse to keep up with the times and the changes, man. It's like, okay, all right. But I appreciate you, man. You guys can also follow me at Ocho the Barber, Ocho_the Barber on Instagram. Our business page is Level Up Cuts Villa Maria, and we also have Level Up Cut with no S on it for the Broadcrest location, man. So just follow us for updates, man. We're always giving away. It can be random, man. I've given away cowboy ticket to games, whatever I can get a hold of, man. I have a lot of people that support me, a lot of business owners that support me too, and they always come by and give us things to give away for them. And so I just love the way we all connect, and appreciate you having me on here too, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All love on my end, man. Like I said, I appreciate him coming through, spending time with me, sitting down, talking to me. This ain't gonna be the only time, y'all. Oh, no. So we got to bring him back, man, because we couldn't get it all in one take. Mm-hmm. So we want to just say thank you, Julio. I want to tell you I love you, bro. Love you, keep doing what you're doing, and don't let nobody stop you, man.
Yes, sir.
And it's always gonna work out. It's always going to work out. So we're going to sign off, y'all. We here. Chopping It Up podcast. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, tune in to the channel. Turn on those post notifications so you can get this material, this content. You feel me? So, hey, make sure that y'all tune in for the next episode of the Chopping It Up podcast and be on the lookout for my boy.
We be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Brand new podcast, chopping it up. You can get you some game or you can get you a cut. We speaking all kind of topics from rich to poor. All negative vibes, get your ass out the door. We connecting with the people trying to get them some knowledge. Whether working 9 to 5 or trying to get into college.